So, Adam, we have a packed day today.
Yes,
we have
we
all
do.
This new we gotta go through, and we have some predictions, and the world's gonna end, and like, oh my god!
Wait, what? The world's gonna end?
Well, I can't tell you how I know. Just roll it. I'll tell you in between the music.
Okay. Oh my god, Tim. Wait. Oh crap, we're recording. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And this week we have a hopefully quick packed show. Will it be quick? Who knows?
I mean, we have predictions, but at the same time, this is gonna be a very predictable show.
Oh, of course it will be. It's a B show, B pay-per-view. And WWE lately has not been all that. They don't trade things around. No surprises anymore.
How dare you call this a B pay-per-view? It is absolutely a C pay-per-view.
Okay.
For Clash of Champions at the same time.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I've always felt Clash of Champions could have been a much better show, but they've always sold it as like this, hey, we're going to just throw all of our championships into one show for the night. Haha.
This should be the actual fifth big pay-per-view because it highlights your championships.
Right, exactly.
But so yeah, there's 11 matches on the card. The King of the Ring has actually been moved to Raw.
Yeah.
One last matchup. This is not meant to take into account of which show will be on the pre-show. We know there'll be one. That means that the Cruiserweight will probably be dropped there. The women's tag match will probably be bumped to there.
Probably.
Though Alexa Bliss is the champion, so Vince may keep on the main show because,
Blonde.
She's blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before we get to that, we got some news, and ironically,
yes,
you told me this a year ago that half my news would be about Impact Wrestling. I would have laughed at you.
I feel the same way.
And then sent you to an insane asylum because there's no fucking way we're gonna have half our news unless basically it is a bombshell of how the company just implodes out of nowhere.
Okay, see that I would have expected, especially since we've been doing this show for 3 years now, and we've basically just shit on Impact this entire time. By the way, hashtag fuck the owl.
Yeah, fuck the owl. Yeah, have to make sure we get that in there when we talk about Impact here.
Exactly.
But before we get to that, let's build to the Impact stuff.
Okay.
So since I actually only have one piece of AEW news, let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
So Cody has hinted at what a potential secondary title for AEW could be.
What could that be?
I absolutely hate it.
Okay.
And he's like, well, there is one secondary title we're thinking about, and it's because we're going to be on TV.
TV title.
Yes, no. I don't want a TV title. Fuck the TV title. Come up with something different, something unique. Stop going with all this goddamn tradition shit. Give me something new.
I mean, it really depends on how they treat the TV title.
No, I'm just sick and tired of the TV title. I get the whole point the whole point of the TV title is to have a belt that's defended every TV, but no one ever does that.
No. Now, if they do stay to that as the TV title holder, you every single week it's already on the card to be defended.
I don't want that though. Give me something else. Give me something like the X Division. That was something fresh.
That's true.
Give me something fresh that you could still be a TV title in a sense, but it's not called the TV title. It doesn't operate under those rules, and it has something new there.
Okay.
I'm fine with the tradition and stuff that they've been kind of doing with WCW, but get away from the goddamn TV title. I'm sorry, I just don't like it.
I like the idea personally.
I like the idea of being a title being defended every TV show, but not called the TV title. Give me something new.
Yeah.
This is not confirmed though. It's only something they're talking about.
Okay.
Speculating about.
I mean,
and no time frame when this would come in either.
No. I mean, they could call it whatever their because do they have a title for their show yet?
They do. They are not have not released it yet.
Okay.
According to Tony Khan over All Out Weekend after the show, he says there is a title, a name for it. He's not bringing it out because he wants to. There's a bunch of news and stuff that's going to be happening over the weekend. He didn't want to spoil it. He wants it to be its own thing, which is a great thing.
Cool.
So there's no timetable when it will be released, but I'm sure soon, since we're TV is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, even now, on both the AEW YouTube channel and Cody's Nightmare Family channel, both of those still, because they've always done the vignettes or the videos of Road to All Out, Road to Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just Road to TNT.
So, but yeah, so it's definitely be interesting to that. Speaking of championships, let's just move on over to WWE.
Okay.
They're considering a secondary title for the NXT UK brand.
So
you won't guess what one of the names of the titles. There's 2 names they're considering, and I bet you can't guess one of them.
I mean, I would think that naturally it would be like a European title, or
yes, that's one of them.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. NXT UK, it's kind of the hub of European wrestling for WWE. So it would make sense having a European championship. What's the other title? What's the other name?
Oh God. It's a mouthful. I'm going to say what the full title would be if they went with this. The NXT UK Eurocontinental Championship.
Really?
I know.
I mean, really? Yeah, no, just call it just literally take the WWE European Championship and just put the name that's in front of it, the NXT UK European Championship.
Yes, it's much better, and just keep it that way.
Yeah.
It'd be better fit. Actually, I thought that was one of the better things they should have done from the beginning. Instead of making the NXT UK Championship, they should have done the NXT European Championship. But I get why they did that, because they were UK wrestling scene was hot. And that's
it's still hot. It's kind of the place to go to if you're in the European circuit, is to get into the UK circuit.
So, but next thing on my list is, speaking of dealing with NXT, the fate of 205 Live has been determined.
Oh, good.
And it will be moving under the NXT umbrella. What this means, we don't actually know.
Well, I mean, with NXT,
it's going under in that element.
Yeah, so, with NXT moving to USA and having a 2-hour weekly show, it makes sense moving the 205 guys over and filling out a 2-hour show every week that way.
Well, I don't know how many roster members they have on 205 at the moment, but they don't need them to fill out their roster on NXT.
No,
they have
but
enough people who've made debuts on TV who they aren't using. So, but
true.
I do agree. Bringing the 205 roster into the NXT here in Orlando would be a great move. They will get reactions from the fans here because they'll know who they are. We'll actually get the matches that they apparently are putting out on 205 in front of a hot NXT crowd.
Exactly.
But you'd have to limit the people you want to use. I would release some people, or send a few people over to NXT UK as well, and just have this belt kind of drift between the two.
Yeah. One of the things that I just remembered, and it made me chuckle. was, oh crap, now I forgot it. I actually just forgot it. I remembered it, I chuckled about it, and now it's gone again.
Take the glasses off, pinch the nose.
No, it was something about NXT, and I chuckled, and...
Well, let me talk, and maybe my ramblings will refresh your memory. But yeah, so one thing that I do, we mentioned off camera and off mic before we recorded, was that how they're going to be building multiple NXT brands across the world. NXT Tokyo or Japan or Asia has been talked about. There's one for I think Philippines. There's one talked for Latin America. I think there's even one in talks for Australia.
I mean, okay, New Zealand, Australia has a pretty good scene going on.
Though, if you think of it, though, you have a lot of Australians already working for UK.
Yeah.
And technically Australia is still under the United Kingdom in a sense. But
in the same way that Canada is.
Yep, I know. So the idea would be, I think would be a great thing is if you actually did Latin America next.
Yes.
You could put the focus there because the cruiserweights or light heavyweights is a big part of that culture. And then if you ever did Asia or Tokyo or Japan or whatever they would be, you could then tie into that one as well because that again is a big market over there as well.
Yeah. Just keep the title as the 205 title.
Yes, and that's the thing. Change the name to the goddamn 205 instead of cruiserweight.
And yes, it is a weight division, belt. You can't be over 205 pounds to be part of it. But opening up these markets allow it to travel the world.
Yes, and also a lot of people in NXT and NXT UK fall in the 205 weight category.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see what they actually goes forward and how they're going to do that. But Triple H has mentioned that. So there's three more pieces of WWE news.
Oh, okay.
Adam, you're gonna be happy about this one.
Yes.
The 2-man commentary team is coming back.
Thank you. Because, I mean, seriously, the 3-person one only works if the third person is a special guest. That's it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you have
extra. Yeah, go ahead.
You have your play-by-play person and your color commentary, and whoever the third one is just trying to get words in. I have the problem right now between Corey Graves and Renee Young. Neither of them are able to shine as the color commentary because of the fact that they're constantly competing for voice time.
Yeah. Rumor about that, ironically, is that Fox is super high on Renee Young, and they want her exclusively on the FS1 recap show.
Okay.
So that's a possibility. Michael Cole is probably going to SmackDown, the rumor is, and we all know why that is, because Vince loves how he says, "It's the big dog!"
It's a big dog!
There we go. But, and the guy who commentates for 205 Live will be coming to Raw.
Yep.
Apparently. And Michael McGinnis, Neil McGuinness,
yep,
who's been doing 205, is going to be focusing on NXT.
Okay.
With the USA. But this is just all rumors about who's going where. But it is confirmed 2-man commentary booth is coming when SmackDown goes to Fox. We'll probably find this out when they do their rumored draft that they're doing.
Right.
And all that. So
look, I'm not saying that Renee Young is bad at commentary. It's more the fact that she doesn't get to shine. At the same time, Corey Graves doesn't get to shine as color commentary, and sometimes it feels like all his job is lately has been to send barbs at Renee Young.
I'm going to say Renee sucks at commentary, and it's not because she actually sucks. It's because she's a woman, and Vince doesn't like that she's there, but she kind of had to as a women's evolution thing.
Yeah.
And basically has Corey Graves go after her all the time for that specific reason.
Yeah.
Which is dumb, but it is what it is. But I am happy about that. The next one is Elias is out with an injury. If you watched SmackDown this past week, it was announced this is actually a legit injury.
Yes.
This is not a fake kayfabe storyline injury. What they said on TV, it was a broken ankle. No word on what it actually, if that's the actual case. I have heard ankle injury as well.
I have as well.
So we don't know about it. So Elias, hope you get better soon, and come back and insult us with your songs.
I like the fact that I kind of feel that he needs to be shown more in the ring. Like, actually, I'm not saying give him a push or anything like that. Where he is on the card and your roster is great. He's doing a great job. It's the fact that he hasn't actually really had a match. Or if he does, it's a multi-person match. Or it's a squash match that he loses.
Yeah, the King of the Ring has been the only one where he's really had a matches.
Right.
Yeah, so, hopefully, he will come back.
Oh, yeah.
Strong will get a little more there. I definitely put the goddamn Intercontinental title on him.
Yeah.
Once Shinsuke drops it.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be a great belt for him. Because they almost put it on him a while ago, and it was the perfect time to do it, but there. So my last piece of news, Adam, I am pissed at.
Wait, what are you pissed about?
Apparently, Sasha Banks has signed a multi-year deal with the WWE.
I'm sorry. Wait. What?
Yeah. Apparently, she solved all of her problems over the summer and signed a new deal. Not.
Okay. You had me going there. I really truly believed that this was some news that I had missed, and that you had somehow caught it, and it wasn't blowing up the world though.
Yeah. My response to this is thank God, because actually this news did drop early in the week, and actually I was pissed when I heard it. I'm like, you are a moron. But then I heard Wrestle Talk just briefly brought it up and said that was disproven later in the week. So I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because if she, after what she just did, pulled off and now is getting a push out of it, she would instantly be punished.
Oh yeah, she would be immediately sent all the way back down the card, and Lacey Evans would be going over her on the very next night.
Yeah. So, I hope. If she ends up deciding to stay with the company, good for her. If she decides that, I really do kind of hope she can be the Dean Ambrose for the women to leave and go to AEW, because they'll give them that big name over there for their women division.
That big steal.
Only time will tell. But she still has about a year left in her contract.
Okay.
Or a year and a half or something like that.
I say ride this wave as long as possible, and try not to give the WWE the idea that you are not signing.
Yeah.
Until it's like almost just too late.
Yep.
Like they know that if they try to bury you now, it's going to be way too obvious, and the fans are going to completely see through it and rally behind you anyway. Allow the WWE to send you out the same way they sent out Dean Ambrose, just riding high, and then you get to leave, and then 1 week later show up on AEW or Ring of Honor or WoW or some Impact even.
I'd say AEW because they really do need a top star to cross over.
Right. For the women's division.
Impact doesn't really need that, and we'll get to them in a few minutes, but the last big piece of there's two pieces of non-WWE news outside of the AEW news I want to talk about. XFL was just named number 22 on LinkedIn's hot startups for 2019.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's the NXT. It's a football league that is about to start up. It's got a lot of business buzz right now, more than like social media buzz.
Yep, and it has 150 people already employed in almost 2 years. It's been announced, so that's actually really good for. I mean, sure, we know how it's being financed because Vince keeps selling his WWE stock, but I mean, good for them. Like honestly, I'm not a football fan, but why not have some more football for all those football fans out there?
Exactly.
If you're a big football fan, why not? I actually had this conversation with my brother over the weekend. He is a football fan. And he was talking about, like, yeah, it'd be great if they actually came along and successful. And I told him, imagine if they had their championship game during 4th of July weekend.
Yeah. Was he just like, all right, dude, that sounds awesome?
Yeah, he was like, that actually would be really kind of cool.
Yeah, everyone's home that weekend, you know.
Yeah.
So why not?
What's more American than football during the 4th of July?
Exactly. Even if it's like, you know, the weekend of, or, you know, whatever, because, you know, July 4th moves throughout the year. There might be a couple of years where it falls directly on July 4th.
Yeah. So that would be a great thing to do, I think. So hopefully it will be successful. I mean, more competition, I think, is always better. It means not competing with the NFL directly, but having more out there gives more players. I actually did the math. Each team of the 8 teams can draft up to 70 players when they do their draft in October. That's going to be 540 people who are going to get onto a national football league.
Yeah.
And employed. Is it going to be at the level of the NFL? No, but you're still employed. They're playing the game they love.
Yep.
And it's good. It's good for everyone. So here's hoping for that. And then we got to talk about Ring of Honor and our favorite villain on there, Marty Squirrel. His contract is coming up. And
I know.
Apparently, it comes up in November.
Wow, I thought it was like January or something like that.
Yes,
I don't know why.
So I did. The last I saw this on there, I could be wrong, but the last report I saw just about a week or two ago, it said November. I was actually really surprised about this.
Well, in that case, what does it mean for Villain Enterprises?
They'll get dispatched.
Well, because I mean right now it's doing a great job for everyone in that group because, you know, there's a little bit more buzz, there's more people talking about it.
Well, it's not going so great for someone because he just got fired.
Okay, wait, who?
Flip Gordon was fired from Villain Enterprises because people were pissed off that he ordered a steak well done.
Okay. I mean,
and as the joke goes, even Zack Sabre Jr. was pissed off at that.
I did catch, I forget what, you know, one of the last shows that Flip was in. He went to do, I forget which, basically he does a backflip, not senton, but belly flop?
I have no clue.
Or splash. It's a backflip splash. And, you know, it's one of his things. So people yell out, flip, flip, flip. And he stops and just flips off the audience, turns around and kicks the guy instead. And I was like, there's the villain that Flip Gordon needed to be right now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so, well, since we're with Ring of Honor, let's bring up the big news. Impact's made some news this week where they, their parent company Anthem acquired the majority ownership in Access Television, which airs New Japan's show and WOW Women's Wrestling show. They now own the majority share, and Impact will be starting to air on Access soon because of the purchase.
Nice.
And I have the date.
Ooh, what's the date?
Sunday, October 20th. Why on a Sunday? I don't know.
Whatever.
Wait, that might be the date for Bound for Glory. Now that I think about it, but it'll be after Bound for Glory. So
Okay.
it's for that. But so which is great for them because that's on Access is in more homes than Pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Which was good because they could not find a new home when they were leaving. I can't even think of the last one they were on.
I really don't remember at all.
Yeah. So that was nice. So they're now going to be in more homes, which is good for them. But there's now rumors going along that Impact wants to buy Ring of Honor.
I'm sorry, what? I mean, are you sure it's not like Ring of Honor wants to buy Impact?
That was true back before Anthem bought it.
Yeah, everyone was interested in buying Impact at one point.
Anthem is now interested in buying Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Because one of the things they apparently want to do now is they do want to keep wrestling on Pursuit. And Impact will be moving to Access. There's talks of doing like another show with some younger talent or new stars for new fans or something like that on there, that these new talents would then be called up to Impact on Access. Whether that would be Ring of Honor or not, we don't know, but there's talks of doing something like that, like a developmental brand.
I actually like the idea of that Ring of Honor is being used as a developmental show.
That's not guaranteed, though, because
Yeah.
Ring of Honor may also be airing on Access if they buy them. So
okay.
it's one of those things they don't really know. But that's one of the rumors that would go on there. So this is great. This is a good thing, though. If Impact wants to be part of the conversation in wrestling in North America, they need to do something. And Ring of Honor is nowhere near to get to that size because Sinclair is growing them slowly, which is a good strategy for them.
Oh, it's been a great strategy. The fact that they are more about their in-ring action than anything else. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those, on one hand, I'm looking at it going, okay, this could be a good thing. You know, Ring of Honor can get into a bigger market because of this. Its name will get bigger. At the same time, it's Impact and Anthem. and even though they're doing good, I don't trust it.
Well, here's the thing. Again, hashtag fuck the owl.
Yes, totally.
If they did buy Ring of Honor, they would fold the company in. It would no longer be a company. It would be owned by Anthem and part of Impact, but it would actually, from what it sounds like, it would be like their own brand, another brand for the company.
Okay.
One of the things that they're talking about possibly doing if they buy them, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
And if they put them on Access, that's more wrestling on Access, which is good because Mark Cuban has said about a year ago when they redoubled down on New Japan, was that the wrestling was getting bigger ratings than the MMA they had on the channel.
Yes.
So more wrestling was great. Now, speaking of how much wrestling is on Access, there's two other shows on Access that are wrestling. New Japan.
Okay.
And WOW, Women of Wrestling.
That's a lot of wrestling that would be on that one network.
Yes. But I'm okay with that. I mean, if you placed it out because New Japan is more of a recap show anyway.
Right.
And WOW is a tape show for only women, which would be a great way if they not necessarily purchased them, but had a working relationship with them, where they use them as almost like a developmental brand for their women's division.
Yeah.
Would be awesome. But I'm okay with this, especially since New Japan's contract is not up until January 2021.
Oh, so over a year away. Okay.
Which is great because also Impact's been trying to foster a relationship with New Japan for a while now.
Yes.
And they have a connection. Don Callis, who runs Impact and books Impact, also does commentary for New Japan. So they already had that link. If Anthem came in and bought Ring of Honor, which, by the way, just so people who are listening to can understand, Sinclair is interested, by the way.
Okay. All right.
It's not like they want to, and Sinclair's like, no.
Yeah, because Ring of Honor has a working deal with New Japan right now. I mean, how often have we talked about the Guerrillas of Destiny and Bullet Club, and a while ago, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, coming over and having matches in Ring of Honor, and then, maybe not everyone from Ring of Honor coming over to New Japan, but Cody came over to New Japan.
Yep. So that would be a way, if you get that company, then you can say, hey, you don't have to worry about double booking because you have two companies. We own them. You keep the working relationship. We'll just keep going forward.
Right.
Honestly, one thing I would potentially do would be I would keep it as an actual own company. Don't fold it in. Keep it as a separate company. Mm-hmm. You own it this way, and have the people who are running it keep running it, but maybe boost up give us a little bit more power behind it. And don't try to put it on par with Impact, but just bring it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then that way you have competition within your own thing. You can still do crossovers, but it's very limited.
And yeah, I do feel that there should be very limited crossover. Like maybe Guerrillas of Destiny are challenging the Impact Tag Team Champions, and you could have moments where you have a team that has, or people who have there's a full Bullet Club invasion that goes into Ring of Honor and then into Impact, and then they're moved out of Impact or they leave people behind in there. But, you have people who from New Japan who maybe were not being used, or there's not something in New Japan for them right now. Well, it gives them Ring of Honor or Impact to go to be used, and so forth, back and forth. Another
thing they could do is they have this thing called a Worlds Collide, a World War thing.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view between they do a tournament where they have New Japan, a company in Mexico, the Ring of Honor, and I think there's one from in England too.
Mm-hmm.
That they do once a year. Now if you kept Ring of Honor in there and you brought Impact in, yes, it's still part of the same state thing, but you have more competition. You have this.
Exactly.
But only time will tell what's going to go on with this, but this is a big news for them. And honestly, I'd be okay with it because Sinclair is doing fine with it, but there's clearly not a priority for them to really push or grow faster than it's already growing.
Right.
So, but Adam, that's all the news I have. Do you have anything you want to add to the list before we go into our prediction?
I actually don't. I've got nothing on my plate right now, except for a chicken sandwich.
That's a nice championship belt you have over your shoulder there.
It's a wonderful predictions championship belt right about here. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, that's right. The audience can't see that. All right.
Hey, that's my line. I do that shit, not you.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm still the champ right now.
Yes,
and until
and you are defending your championship this Sunday at Clash of Championships, a pay-per-view I will not be watching because I don't have the network anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I will probably pay attention to it, and most likely go to sleep at about 9:30 again.
Yes. So there was 11 cards. Wow, 11 cards.
11 cards
on the card.
Okay.
With every championship being defended and one non-championship matchup.
I am.
To the big dog.
I'm seeing that. That's Roman a lot Reigns. Of matches.
So, and we have 3 tiebreaker questions just in case.
Okay.
So let's just go right down the line. So Adam, I'm officially starting a new rule here.
Which is?
The predictions champion picks first.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind. Where are we starting? We're starting at number 11 or number 1?
We're going one down.
Okay.
This is all over the place.
Yeah. So we're using the match card from Wikipedia.
Yes.
All right. So the first match that we have on this card is Bayley versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. And dang it, this is really going to be horrible.
I'm put Bayley down for you.
I really don't think Bayley's going to walk out of this as the champion.
I do, because if she doesn't walk out champion, then what was the whole point of her having her turn heel, do something different, and then just have her job out?
Because it's WWE.
Yes, I know, but
and it's Charlotte Flair.
But here's the thing: we're actually I believe they are in Charlotte, North Carolina this Sunday.
Dang it! All right, Bayley, put me down for Bayley. Put me down for Bayley.
Just so you know, I can tell you the predictions you can pick next month too, because they're gonna be in Bayley's hometown for Hell in a Cell.
Okay, so Bayley will probably drop it at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Bayley too. I already had that down there. So our next matchup we have on here is Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Team Rudolph.
So you're going to go with Team Rudolph?
No, I'm not going with Team Rudolph on this one. No. Seth and Braun are going to be, retaining their championship here. Like, I don't really see Roode and Ziggler being able to pull this off. At the same time, I totally can see them pull it off. Damn it!
Well, here's the thing. Well, the reason why this Franken team was thrown together out of nowhere and they won this right to the tag title was because Paul Heyman, like he should, loves Bobby Roode.
Right.
And this was pairing him with Dolph Ziggler was to help get him some wins and some rub on Robert.
Yeah.
So people start taking him seriously. Now, I heard an interesting rumor today.
Yes, what's that?
Because all the OC has been talking about since losing the tag titles is that they haven't really got a tag team rematch, a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
That they could possibly, what if they took out Dolph Ziggler and Bobby and took the match themselves? And this would then set up. They could then set up a match for them.
That's a total Bullet Club move right there.
So, I'm gonna say this because I'm picking the opponent. If that happens and the OC takes their place, they become my new prediction.
Okay.
So whoever the challenger is in the match is my prediction. Now, if they get added to the match and is a triple threat instead of just a singles match, I'm gonna be furious because. But my pick stays the same.
I don't know how I feel about it because that means that both, like, no matter what, Seth and Braun have 2 matches on this card.
Oh yeah. So
what I think is one of these is going to get canceled.
No, they're not. It won't get canceled. They put the belts on them to build towards their Universal Championship match. And they'll take the belts off them because it doesn't really. If they keep them on them too long, it's gonna hurt the tag division.
Mm-hmm.
The fleeting tag division in all of WWE.
Yeah.
But all right. So our next matchup is, speaking of Seth and Braun, is for the Universal Championship. Now we know.
I never picked, by the way.
Yes, you did. You said Seth and Braun.
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, makes sense. Don't mind me.
The rumor is, we do know for a fact that The Fiend will take on the winner at Hell in a Cell. Which leads to one of our questions, which we'll answer at the end of the night. Will The Fiend make an appearance?
Yes. So I've got a feeling that you'll probably have the tag team match happen. To book this well for Seth beating Braun, have the tag team match happen right before it.
It could.
And
also,
have Braun be the one to take the pin in the tag team match. Yes, I'm going against my booking, goes against my own prediction. Therefore, Seth is stronger and healthier for that match. And then the Fiend comes out once it looks like Braun is going to win. Mandible Claw on Braun. Lights go back out. Fiend is gone. Seth just swoops in and gets the pin. We've got squirrely, greasy ferret Seth again.
One of the rumors is that they might use this at the Fiend as a way to come in and interfere in the match and cost, and go to a triple threat at Hell in a Cell. But the money match would be Fiend versus Seth. So
yes,
I'm going with the Seth.
Yeah, that's where I see the better match right now. Once you've built up the Fiend as being nigh unstoppable.
Which there's a rumor that they're planning on doing that because, Undertaker Bray's encrypted message on the clock that he broke on Raw's said 11. I can't remember what the date was, but basically it was the I think it was 1191, 1119 or something like that.
Okay, you know what that means? You know what it was? No, this was Kevin Owens. Never mind. Kevin Owens typed out a cryptic just numbers, and it spelled out NXT.
Yeah, but no, this was for his promo for Raw.
Okay.
Maybe what I was thinking was it was going to be focused on the Fiend was going to attack the Undertaker on SmackDown.
Ooh.
Instead, they saved the Fiend to come out for a dark match after it all, where he destroyed his brother in I can't even think of the B team.
Yeah.
For that, but but the rumor is they're waiting to build up the encounter between the Undertaker and the Fiend for the first night of SmackDown on Fox.
A smart move.
And build towards a Fiend versus Undertaker at Survivor Series.
Which would be 30 years since the first appearance of the... No?
That's next year.
No, it was 89.
No, it was 99. It was 90.
Dude, I'm going to look it up. I got to look it up. First appearance...
99, November 19th, 1999.
99.
Yes. In the heat of the Attitude Era. No, 1990.
Really?
Yep.
I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, November 22nd, 1909.
09.
It has been
for a very long time.
It's been 120 years. 110 years that The Undertaker has been with the WWE.
Yes. But that's rumored. Okay, so the next matchup is we have Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. By the way, kudos Randy and Kofi for reliving the boom drop through an announce table from 11 years ago on this past week's SmackDown.
Yay.
Which is cool. Still, no one cares.
No, and Kofi's going to retain here.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Rumors that after the match that we may see Brock Lesnar come out, attack Kofi, and setting up him to be the next challenger.
Okay.
This way, Brock will be on SmackDown and won't be the WWE champion. Oh God, I hope not. Brock can't do anything if he's not in the title picture.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. I mean, I would have no problem with him coming in and attacking Kofi and like demanding from Shane a shot at it, and Shane just goes, "What have you done on my show? Nothing. Yeah. Go prove yourself. Here's some matches."
Shane's a heel, so he would instantly give him the title shot.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't know.
The next matchup we have is the Drew Gulak defending his Cruiserweight Championship against, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name.
Humberto Carrillo.
Yep. And
Lince Dorado.
There you go. I'm going with Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
I've already had that down there. It's not. This title's not changing hands.
Nope. That's not going to be a thing that happens.
All right. So the next matchup we have is the New Day defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Revival.
The actual tag team division in the WWE.
Yeah. Wow. The Revival actually has a title match, a title shot. Oh, that's that they've been building up, taking out New Day left and right. Oh wait. They had no go home angle for this, so no. Obviously, Vince doesn't care.
Yep.
So will the Revival take the belts, or will New Day?
Honestly, I want the Revival to take the belts here, for the only reason that when the New Day take them back, it will put them one step closer to having the all-time titles.
Well, I'm hoping they will lose this, and this will eventually lead to Big E turning heel on Kofi.
That as well, but we all know that they want to set, not the New Day themselves, the WWE wants a new tag team to set the record.
I know. But I think at this point they're kind of giving up on that. Not to the point that they haven't given up on it, but they're not in the rush to do it.
No, not like they were not in 2017 and early 2018. It seemed like they were really going to be pushing that.
Yeah. But I think they're going to, because what better way to, if when you do the Revival thing, when they brought them back together, they have a run like they did with the Shield as tag team champions, winning them then back and forth and all that, and then culminating with the big title, like breaking the record.
Right.
But who knows? Only time will tell. But who are you going with? Your prediction here.
I'm going Revival, man.
Same here.
And for mine, it's purely the reason that I already said, the one step closer to breaking the record.
Yep. Man, we agree on all but one match. So
okay.
Screw it. I'm going with New Day.
Okay. All right. I mean, New Day have just as much of a chance to be winning this championship as the Revival right now.
Yep, they retain it. So, but I mean, I don't care at the moment. All right, the next matchup is for the Intercontinental Championship. See, that's a title, a good name.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Intercontinental Championship sounds stupid. And if WWE, if you go with that name for your title, I will mock that title name forever.
Until it's changed.
Yes. All right, so it'll be Nakamura defending his title against The Miz. The Miz going for, I think, his 8th reign.
I don't remember.
I actually think he is going for his tie for the record of 9.
Yeah, it's Jericho, right?
Yeah.
I thought Jericho was at like 11.
Nope, he had 9 title wins for the Intercontinental Championship.
And Miz has...
He's close. I am bringing it up. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
8, yes. If he wins it here, he will be tying the record.
Okay. All right. That really does cement my choice then.
So, hold on 1 second. Just going to go here really quickly. Yes, Chris Jericho's tie is at 9.
Okay.
So, are you going with The Miz?
I'm going with The Miz on this one. He is going to get the 9th. Sometime near WrestleMania, he'll get his 10th. Between now and then, of course, he'll drop it again. But
I don't want The Miz to win it here because I would like Nakamura with the belt. They're actually doing something with him. If he drops it.
Well, it's going to be Rusev that takes it off from The Miz. Have you seen his mustache? That is all power.
His glorious mustache.
That is that is more glorious than Robert Roode's glorious mustache.
No. You take that back, sir. There
I'm
is
sorry.
nothing more glorious than Robert Roode's glorious mustache.
No, because it is now and forever Mustache Day.
So what they need to do is Robert Roode needs to grow back, put the mustache back on. And then those two have a match. The loser has to shave their mustache,
I like that idea too.
which means they'll lose in a double countout, and Vince will force both of them to shave it. Because...
Damn it. And that's no, I don't want that at all.
All right, so moving on. I'm going with Shinsuke, by the way.
I kind of guessed that.
I'm not mad. I will not be mad if The Miz does tie the record, because I do think it'd be great for The Miz to go down in history as the most Intercontinental Championship reigns.
By the way, weird question for you, man. The Miz's headband, that is like straight up a ripoff of Naruto, isn't it?
I have no clue, because it's goggles, I thought.
No, it's a straight up headband.
Oh, it used to be goggles. I know that. So maybe he's changed it. I don't know. It's probably a ripoff of Naruto. All right.
Which is really cool.
Next matchup is for the Raw Women's Championship. The man, Becky Lynch, defending her title against the newly crowned heel,
The
Sasha
boss,
Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Boss. So did you put Sasha Banks down for us?
No, I'm putting down Becky.
Ooh.
Yeah, the man is going to retain here. Now, honestly, though, with the two of them, you could have this be, for the women's division, the new Rock versus Austin.
Yes. Here's my thing. Again, but Sasha just came back, so she gets a title shot right off the bat, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been better if we got in an actual separate match first.
Yeah.
But I think Sasha needs this win more than Becky does, because Becky's gonna be hot regardless.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, you could do, because the rumor is Becky's going to SmackDown.
Okay.
Because there's been multiple ads showing her for the show she's not a part of, really, without her championship. So what better way than to set up some feuds is to have Becky lose to Sasha, because Bayley cost her the match.
Okay.
And then when she goes to back to SmackDown, which I like her better there anyway. The thing on Raw, being on Raw, and I was happy for her, but it just has not worked out for her.
There's not enough competition over there.
Not enough competition, but just, yeah, we had the whole, what's her name? Lacey Evans thing on.
Yeah, that was horrible. Lacey was not ready to be in the position that she was in.
Well, the thing is, though, what we've been seeing with her with Natalia, lately, she's actually pretty good. But the thing is, you mean her actually getting in the ring, showing what she can do, is actually showing she's actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, she's
over, instead of her stupid catwalk gimmick.
Okay, fair enough.
So, but anyway, I'm going with Sasha Banks. We'll see. I think the boss is going to win it. As long as we don't do this stupid back and forth between her and Becky like she did with Charlotte.
Yes.
All right, the next matchup is Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan.
In a no DQ match.
Yes. And
there's going to be blood, ladies and gentlemen. No, there isn't. It's WWE. It's PG-13. There's going to be no blood, no actual weapons.
It's PG. It's not even PG-13, so stop lying.
PG. Sorry. So
stop
there's
lying to our 3 fans. You know what? Because of that live, we just went down to 2.
No, not Mom.
Hey, at least your mom would listen. My mom doesn't even know this exists. I've told her 1,000 times.
Exactly. I know. My mom's just like, hey,
right,
I'm going to put it on.
Will Rowan take a loss to Roman Reigns and end his push to just get them out of this stupid feud? Or will Rowan actually continue to get the win and actually look hot? Or are they trying to make him look hot and lose, but then just destroy Roman afterwards?
Ooh, that's a tough one, because you could have him lose and then almost immediately just destroy Roman anyway. Like, but it's a no DQ, so I don't know. Standard WWE storyline, though, states that the babyface has to win this kind of match.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns is going to win this match.
That's what I went with. I'm going with a safe bet. And by the way, I just realized this.
Yeah.
For the Raw Tag Team Title match, where I put the initials down, RR. It's the exact same ones I have to use for Roman Reigns.
Well,
So
that happens.
The winner will be Robert Roode in this match, by the way.
Yes.
Anyway, our next matchup is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defending the tag titles against Fire and Desire of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. This will probably be one of the shows, along with the Cruiserweight Championship match. This will probably end up on the pre-show.
Probably.
But she is blonde. Alexa Bliss is blonde, and so is Mandy Rose. So
exactly.
Two blondes fighting each other. Hot blondes. So that could get them on there. Keep it on there. Which would then mean the Intercontinental Championship would probably be put on the pre-show.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
Oh, that's going to be a new question.
What's going to be on the pre-show?
What show? What championship match?
Will be on the pre-show.
Besides the Cruiserweight.
Yeah. We know that'll be the first one bumped.
Will be on the pre-show.
I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss and Mandy Rose and Nikki Cross. No, it's Alexa Bliss and Mandy Rose. It's a double turn in the middle of the match.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, I'm going the same thing because I don't see them dropping the belts just yet. I mean, if they're going to drop to someone, I'd rather them drop them to Fire and Desire since they're an actual team.
Right.
It's been around for a while. But I don't think they are. I wonder what they're going to do with these tag titles once we have the draft. Because one thing I would love to see them do is if they did put them on Fire and Desire, send them to NXT and have them defend the titles on NXT. Have them come to like SmackDown and Raw on occasion, but really have that be a featured title to NXT.
Okay.
Because you don't have enough women tag teams on either show.
No.
So you can still defend them on Raw, SmackDown, but really on NXT and NXT UK as well. But really just kind of make that more of it's going to be on NXT for the most part. So you have a lot of women back down there that you could kind of, who are not ready for the Women's Championship, that you could put into tag teams to challenge for the tag titles.
Okay, I like that.
So, but I'm still going with my pick as well.
Okay.
All right. Our next matchup in the last one, which I knew this was going to happen based on after I heard what happened. AJ Styles defending his United States Championship to Cedric Alexander, who pinned him in the 6-man, 5-man, 10-man tag?
Something like that.
Main event of Raw. And he beat him when he won by DQ as well early in the night.
Mm-hmm.
OC came in. So he under title shot here. Oh, I know. You pin the champion. You get a title shot.
What a concept.
So will Cedric Alexander win the title?
No. Sadly, no.
Great move. I think it'd be a great move because he had a good showing in the King of the Ring. But I agree with you.
I personally would put Buddy Murphy in that position instead.
See, that's why I would put it on Cedric Alexander first, and then you could have Buddy Murphy turn on him.
Okay.
Go back to being a heel, and take the belt from him.
Okay, I like that too.
Do what you did with Ricochet, like a month reign, maybe 2, make it a little bit longer, and then drop the belt to Buddy Murphy, and they could be feuding with Ricochet, Cedric Alexander. All of them could be feuding for the belt.
Okay, I like that.
Could go on to the Universal Championship title match picture and win that. But Okay, that is our predictions for the show. We have our 4 questions now.
Okay, what are the questions, Tim?
Our first question is, how many championships will change hands? The typical. What will be the match of the night for Clash of Champions? You already know the next one will be, what will the Fiend make an appearance?
Mm-hmm.
And our final one was, what championship will be, besides the Cruiserweight Championship, will be put on the pre-show? Let's start off with that one.
Women's tag team. Yeah, I really feel the women's tag team will be pushed to the pre-show.
I do too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to go with IC.
Oh, I mean, that one also makes sense.
I'm going to go with IC. I do think it's going to be the women's, but I think there's enough blonde power in that women's division, and Vince is always high on Alexa Bliss.
Oh, yes.
And Mandy Rose is a blonde, so he's high on her. So I didn't think so. Oh, by the way, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss does not need to wear as much makeup she does when she goes to the ring. She just has that, I've seen her before, but she just has that natural beauty look that she doesn't really need to wear much makeup.
No, she doesn't.
And I'm just like, it comes off better. I mean, I get why it does it. It's part of the character and all that, but she doesn't really need it. She's just damn gorgeous.
The weird part is, I never really noticed it until she was put with Mandy Cross. And it was that moment I was like, oh, she wears a lot of makeup. Like, a lot of makeup. Before, I was like, okay, she's like almost a diva style level of makeup. Okay, I understand that. And then she gets put with Mandy Cross, and I was just like, oh, that's a lot more. Sorry, Nikki Cross. That's a lot more makeup.
We don't have a Mandy Cross. I'm like, who are you talking about? No.
Mandy Rose and Nikki Cross have merged into one being now.
Oh, they did the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Became one. So they can show Cesaro and Sheamus actually how to do it correctly, so they fuse together when they do it in their entrance.
Right.
Because they've been apparently doing it wrong.
Exactly.
Because their fingers haven't been touching, and maybe they figured that out.
Maybe.
All right, so the next matchup, will the Fiend make an appearance?
Yes.
I'm gonna go yes.
We agree on that one.
You can't keep picking my... No.
I'm sorry. Remember, the champion picks first. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I made a mistake on that one. No. I was thinking like... It was more of a less like the champ can't pick all the same ones, so they can't lose the belt. So, but it's the two of us. We're not gonna do that, but still, that was my thinking behind it. Well, I think what we'll do is the first match.
Okay.
Will be champion picks first, and we'll just alternate back and forth or something like that. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it works so far.
The match of the night will be...
Oh, honestly, this is just me, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks.
Ooh, BL and...
The Raw Women's Championship.
That's a good choice.
I know.
That's a tough one. We all know it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, because Randy Orton just has a match of the night every time. If they actually got the time to shine, there's two besides Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Actually, there's four candidates. Actually, there's four candidates now.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my candidates. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, obviously, is one of them. If given time, Shinsuke Nakamura and The Miz. The other one is...
that makes sense.
The New Day and the Revival, if they actually are given time, which they won't be because it's such many goddamn people on the card.
That's another good one.
Could be another one. And AJ Styles and Alexander. I'm gonna take a risk on this one. I'm gonna say Shinsuke and The Miz.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this. IC and Raw WR women's. There we go. So, there we go, folks. We have our predictions. And let us know down in the comment section what you thought of our predictions, and tell us your own predictions for Clash of Champions. And let us know if you're actually going to watch the show. I may try to catch it somewhere at some point, but I really just don't care. It's a C-level pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's the way that WWE's treated the pay-per-view in the past. I don't enjoy all of these different themed pay-per-views. Like Clash of Champions, I don't mind a sprinkling of them. You know, you had Backlash for years, which was basically, you know, the Backlash from WrestleMania. Okay, that one made sense. King of the Ring, that one made sense. You know, Clash of Champions makes sense. Hell in a Cell, no, that's a stipulation.
Hell in a Cell and Elimination Chamber was a response to TNA's Lethal Lockdown pay-per-view, which every match was a cage match.
Yeah.
And they were thinking about trying to do an all Hell in a Cell or all cage match type. They should do one, and they got Hell in a Cell out of it. I mean, when they did it, when they brought it in, it was a good idea at the time. It doesn't work anymore. No.
Let Hell in a Cell go back to just being a stipulation that is only used occasionally. Like, there should be, at most, 2 Hell in a Cell matches through the entire year. And I actually, you know what, never mind. Elimination Chamber, I actually do like that as a stipulation match in the time of year that it's in. But at the same time, like, having the entire theme of your pay-per-view be Elimination Chamber. No, just call it something else.
Yeah, call it something else with Elimination Chamber there. Because one thing I like about it is it's a scramble type matchup.
Right.
But it's elimination, and it's a great way to determine your number one contender for the other championship that didn't won the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Or a title defense.
Yep.
For that. So it's a great little thing to have. But I do want to see a tag team.
I would love to see one. Again.
In there. And I'd love to see an intercontinental or a secondary title defense in there as well. Because that'd be cool. And because again, we saw the women's tag team being determined in the Elimination Chamber, and that was actually a really good matchup.
Yeah, it was.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a C-level pay-per-view, so I won't watch it. My bad. A double C.
Ooh, you keep downgrading this thing. Watch, it turns out to be like one of the best booked shows in a very long time.
It's a double C because of Clash of Champions,
Oh,
moron.
Oh, right.
Your face.
Yeah.
Don't be hideous like your face.
Oh, that was heinous. Like my face.
Only you would like your face. And your mom. Oh!
I love my mom. My mom's awesome.
On your way down to the comment section, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. You've been listening to us for about an hour, I think, right?
Yeah.
Wow, a short show.
Yeah, exactly. Just over an hour.
And then, also, since you're going down there and you hit that thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
Get bent.
Yeah.
Like Adam's face and
really just
Mike and
dude, stay off my face. Why do you have to be all up on my face? It's not cool.
Get bent like Adam's glasses.
Oh,
Mic drop.
That was an expensive mic, dude.